Rome is a city of layers, a place where history is measured in millennia and influence is woven into the very fabric of its stones. But for the individual who has already reached the pinnacle of their career, who understands the nuances of true power and the weight of legacy, Rome poses a unique question. Where does one stay when the goal is not merely to see the city, but to oversee it? The answer has remained unchanged for over a century. It is the Hassler Roma, situated at the absolute summit of the Spanish Steps. The Hassler is not just a hotel. It is a landmark of high society, an independent dynasty that has remained the preferred sanctuary of royalty, heads of state, and the global elite since 1893. When you choose the Hassler, you are not just booking a suite. You are assuming your rightful place at the most prestigious address in the Eternal City. To understand the Hassler, one must first understand its position. There is a reason why every iconic photograph of Rome seems to gravitate toward the Trinità dei Monti. From this vantage point, the city unfolds beneath you like a living map of Western civilization, while other five-star properties are tucked away in busy corridors or modern districts. The Hassler stands alone at the top of the world's most famous staircase. This location provides a psychological and physical elevation that is unassailable. When you step out onto your private balcony in the morning, the air is different. You are looking down at the domes of St. Peter's, the Pantheon, and the sprawling rooftops of the historic center. This is not just a view, it is a dialogue with history. It is the realization that while the world moves below, you are held in a state of perfect, elevated stillness. The brand value of the Hassler is rooted in its independence. In an era where luxury has become increasingly homogenized by large corporate chains, the Hassler remains family-owned and operated by the Worth family. This distinction is vital for the discerning traveler. It means that the service is not dictated by a manual, but by a heritage of hospitality that spans generations. There is a soul to this property that cannot be manufactured. It is felt in the weight of the silver, the thickness of the hand-woven carpets, and the way the staff greets you by name before you have even presented your credentials. The density of service here is among the highest in Europe. You are surrounded by a choreography of professionals who have often spent their entire careers within these walls. They understand that for a guest of your stature, the greatest luxury is not being noticed, but being understood. Let us discuss the accommodations, specifically the suites that define the Hassler's reputation. These are not merely hotel rooms, they are grand European residences. Each suite is an exercise in timelessness. We are talking about silk-covered walls, authentic 18th-century antiques, and masterfully restored frescoes. The presidential suite San Pietro is a masterclass in Roman elegance. With its expansive windows and terraces, it blurs the line between the interior sanctuary and the majesty of the city outside. The materials used are the finest that Italy can provide: rare marbles, supple leathers, and fabrics that catch the Roman sun in a way that feels almost ethereal. For someone who owns multiple estates, the Hassler feels like a natural extension of one's own home. It offers a sense of permanence and security that a modern, glass and steel hotel simply cannot replicate. The privacy afforded here is absolute. The Hassler has long been the preferred choice for those whose faces are known to the world. The architecture of the hotel allows for a level of discretion that is highly valued by our clients. Whether you are arriving for a private summit or seeking a quiet retreat with your family, the hotel operates as a fortress of calm. The staff are trained in the art of invisibility, ensuring that your movements are shielded from the public eye. This is a place where the world's most influential people come to be themselves, knowing that their privacy is the hotel's most sacred commitment. Dining at the Hassler is an experience of sensory dominance. Imàgo, the hotel's Michelin-starred restaurant on the 6th floor, is widely considered the most beautiful dining room in Italy, but its beauty is matched by its substance. Under the guidance of visionary chefs, the cuisine is a sophisticated reimagining of Italian traditions, elevated to the level of fine art. To dine here as the sun sets over the city, watching the lights of Rome flicker into life, is to experience the city at its most seductive. It is a moment of pure clarity. For a more intimate setting, the Hassler Bar offers a dark, wood-paneled retreat that feels like an exclusive gentleman's club, where the world's deals are whispered over vintage spirits. This is where the power of Rome resides. The service level at the Hassler is often described by our clients as being in a category of its own. It is a proactive, rather than reactive, style of care. The concierge team here is legendary, possessing the keys to the city in a way that no one else does. Whether it is arranging a private, after-hours viewing of the Vatican museums, or securing a table at a restaurant that is technically fully booked for months, the Hassler makes the impossible seem routine. This is the benefit of staying at a property with over a century of deep-rooted connections. You are not just a guest of the hotel, you are a guest of the city's most influential family. I often speak with clients who wonder if they should explore the newer, more contemporary luxury hotels that have recently opened in Rome. My advice is always the same. Those properties offer a modern experience, but the Hassler offers a legacy. It is the difference between a trend and a tradition. The Hassler does not need to follow fashion because it has already defined it. It is for the person who values the patina of history over the shine of the new. It is for the individual who recognizes that true class is quiet, understated, and enduring. The high rate of returning guests, individuals who have stayed here dozens of times over decades, is the ultimate testament to the hotel's worth. Once you have experienced the view from the top of the Hassler, anywhere else in Rome feels like a step down. The cost of staying at the Hassler Roma is, of course, a reflection of its unique position and the extraordinary level of craftsmanship involved in its operation. For the value provided, the absolute peace of mind, the historical significance, and the unparalleled access, the pricing is entirely justifiable. It is a fair exchange for an experience that is, quite literally, the peak of Roman hospitality. You are investing in a moment of time that is perfected by a century of expertise. You are paying for the privilege of being at the center of the world, in a place that has been prepared specifically for someone of your discernment. If you are the type of person who refuses to settle for anything less than the best, if you value the weight of heritage and the precision of personalized service, then the Hassler Roma is your only destination in the capital. It is a property that reflects your own standards of excellence. It is a place that understands your time as your most precious asset and treats it with the respect it deserves. To stay here is to confirm your own standing in the world. It is a decision that requires no further explanation to those who understand the true nature of luxury. Making a reservation at the Hassler Roma is more than a travel choice. It is a commitment to excellence. It is the moment you decide that your experience of Rome will be defined by grace, history, and an unassailable sense of style. I strongly recommend securing your suite as early as possible, particularly the higher floor residences, as they are in perpetual demand by a global clientele that considers the Hassler their second home. Please be advised that the link provided is a partner link. Our mission is to ensure that your travels are always an investment in the exceptional. We look forward to your arrival at the summit of the Spanish Steps. Rome is waiting for you, and there is only one place from which to truly see it.